Okay, I think we're on video number 4 now. So we've talked about physical labs, we've talked about virtualization labs, and now I want to talk to you about cloud labs. Now, cloud labs are, they have their advantages and their disadvantages. Cloud meaning AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, okay? Those are the top 3. I'm sure there's others I can't think of right off the top of my head, but those are the top 3 I would recommend. Here's the thing with cloud platforms. They cost money, okay? So if you got a few extra bucks to throw away, you can throw at this. You can put some money in the cloud platform. Subscribe to Azure if you're familiar with Windows, AWS. It runs off Amazon. It'll run off your Amazon account. Google Cloud, same thing. It'll run off your Google Cloud or Google account. This allows you to spin up operating systems in that cloud environment, so you don't have to do it on your actual computer. So whereas a physical lab or a physical operating system or virtual machine, you're running it on the actual computer that you're working on right there in front of you. The cloud environments, they're spinning up in the internet. That's what we call the cloud out there. The cloud is just the freaking internet, okay? So it's spinning up a virtual machine out there in the ether somewhere, which sounds scary, huh? It's really kind of funny because a lot of tools and applications are moving to SaaS applications, which is SaaS is just a platform that's built in the cloud somewhere, which is actually not as secure as being on-prem. Well, there are people that argue that, but I work with it every day. I work on a SaaS platform. On-prem is much more secure. But anyway, cloud platforms. So again, they cost. The other thing about cloud platforms is that you're usually, when you create virtual machines, which is you're creating a computer or a server to work on, you're doing it using their image. So you're not getting the experience of downloading the operating system and then installing it on a server. It's pre-packaged, it's pre-configured, and you just don't get the experience of building it. Now, once it's up and the instance is actually running, the instance being a server, you can log on and you can install stuff and configure stuff, and that's great. It's a good quick solution, but for the sake of learning, I would stick with either the physical or the virtualization. It's also, again, it's expensive. One thing I highly recommend if you go the cloud route, invest in a little bit of training, even if you watch some free YouTube videos, because if you leave those virtual machines running in the cloud environment, it will cost you a lot of money. It gets expensive if you leave them running. So what I do is when I use the cloud, I log on, I boot up my servers, I use them, and when I'm done, I turn them off. And that way they're not incurring expense if they're not running, because they incur expenses, cost you money whenever the server is actually running. So that's what I do. So that's the cloud platforms, okay?